Can you hear me now? Hopefully. So I've been sitting here talking for like the last minute and realized my mic had no output whatsoever. So yes, welcome to Hinton's Hobbies. I will get the hang of this whole Twitch thing eventually, this whole live streaming thing. I'm working on it. It's a learning process. Yes, good. Thank you. So yeah, hopefully audio levels are okay. Not too loud, not too quiet. Music isn't drowning me out or so faint that you can't hear it. I might bump it up just a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, as I was saying, when you couldn't hear me, this is Hinton's Hobbies. I'm Hinton. And what I have here is the tower that I've been working on. And you will notice that it is finished. Not finished, but a lot of work got done on it. I've got the bottom two sections glued together. Let me scoot over here a little bit. It's been painted, dry brush, highlights, all of that. I am going to have a floor in here, so this sits here. Like this. This does fit in here. I tested it. There we go. And it creates you can see it, kind of a storage container, a storage compartment. So it'll sit on the shelf and be kind of like a hidden thing. I can put, I don't know, little trinkets in there or whatever. So I worked on this between the streams when I was sick because I still wanted to work on it, but my voice was shot. My throat was just not well at all. And so what I did was I recorded a bunch of footage and edited it together and posted it on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. Say, what? Yes, I do. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel, Hinton's Hobbies. You can go check that out. There should be a link in the panels below that direct to that. I'm going to change some lights here really quick because I'm going to swap over to my, oops, sorry for blinding you. I meant to hit the button and it didn't work. Over to the big bench, or to the main bench, not the project bench. I have a few things here that I'm going to be working on. For the tower, these are the tower, yeah, say what? For the tower accessories, some of the things that are here with the tower. But yes, yeah, over on YouTube, I do export my Twitch videos to YouTube so that you can go over there and watch those. The video I put together is about 15-20 minutes long, and it's all of the work I did on the tower during those days when I was sick. And it actually gave me ideas for something which I will talk about here in just a moment. But what I have going right now is I need to do some weeping angels. These are the small ones are for the alcoves on the side of the tower. This is going to be for the pedestal that's going to sit on top of the tower. Now, what I have here are some misprints. These are ones that didn't print out quite right, like this one. The wing is damaged. This one looks like it's okay. I thought I had a misprinted one. Oh, maybe I didn't. I could have swore I had another misprinted one. Anyway, yeah, I've got a couple of practice ones. Whoa, what? Please refrain from spamming caps. You weren't spamming caps, though. What is that all about? Okay. And it timed you out as well. Somebody did this last week, too. Somebody was in chat, and it timed them out. And I don't know why. It's really annoying. So sorry, I've got to do some technical stuff here. Because I think if you say too many things too soon, there's no break in there, then it thinks you're spamming, and it deletes all your messages and then times you out. Streamlabs the chat mod tyrant. Exactly. Duende knows all too well what that was like. The chat bot section. Okay, I need to disable. All I said was no, get rid of them in all caps because you said Weeping Angels. Yeah, you're not the only one who feels that way about the Weeping Angels. Yeah, there's a lot of people are like, no, don't do the Weeping Angels. Are you out of your mind? Well, they're going to be protecting my little hideaway tower, so yeah, that'll be good. Anyway, it was actually Duende had given me a fantastic idea on how to set up a scene for the tower. However, as I mentioned in my Between the Streams video, I don't have the materials or the skills right now to make that scene. It's a wonderful scene. A couple sitting on a bench in front of a fireplace, crackling fire, and there's a weeping angel that's like reaching out with their arm to grab them, and we're looking in on that scene. So that is something I am definitely going to do. Weeping angels disturb me in a way no other monsters have. I know, they're really creepy. It's especially because, you know, they're statues, and everywhere you go you see statues and stuff. So yeah, it can be unsettling. So I am going to do another tower at some point in time in the future, and I will set up that scene. But I'm going to get some LEDs. I'm going to practice with them. I've been watching some videos on that. Very cool stuff, and it doesn't look like it's very difficult either. I mean, from what I saw, it seems to be fairly simple, straightforward, especially these days. Some of them you don't even need to do any soldering, although I have a soldering iron. Excuse me for just a moment, I got to clean up my palette here. I got some great paint on here I got to get rid of. You can hear that squeaking sound there. So, yeah, I will get the LEDs. I will practice on them, and then see about setting up that scene on the next tower. The next tower I do, I want to make it just a little bit bigger. The size of it is... I was making it up as I went along, so I was just throwing blocks together. And so, yeah, I was just kind of making it on the fly. I think it's the way that you never see them move, but they're always getting closer. Exactly. I mean, you're like, oh, wow, look at that statue way over there. Wow, that statue's standing right next to me now. How did they do that? So I'm going to start with the door, just a basic wooden door. Thinking dark wood highlights, and then do like a brass for the... I was thinking wrought iron at first, but I think I want to kind of make it a little bit more colorful. So I'm going to do a brass. I'm going to start with a dark brown, which I need... Where's my burn number? That's my black. There's my burn number. So yeah, just my apple barrel. Anna Jane, yes, statues don't scare me. However, the way weeping angels get closer and closer without you seeing them move. Yeah, even if you just, you know, the man said, don't blink. Blink and you're dead. Although technically you're not really dead. Weeping angel, when they touch you, they send you back in the past. So you die a very, very slow death. It's still scary though. And their faces more and more contorted. Yeah, I know. Whoever came up with that design, they definitely had some weird nightmares going on or something, because those were scary. And especially like when, what was the episode? 11th Doctor, River, Amy Pond on the planet. Time of Angels, I think. No. You're just stone. Oh, yes, you're just stone. Trying to think of what that episode was. Help me out, Anna Jane. You're my only hope. Or Duende. Um, I can't remember. Anyway, it's the one where they're walking along and all of a sudden they realize that all of the statues around them are supposed to have two heads and they don't because they're all weeping angels. And it's like, ooh. I'll have to look up that episode later. That is sad that I don't remember that off the top of my head. But yes, YouTube video. And that's one thing I got to thinking about. So, like last week, week before, I was talking about streaming whenever I feel like doing hobby stuff. And some of the stuff I do, it's like 15, maybe 30 minutes. It's like gluing stuff together, and then I gotta let the paint sit and cure and all that. And so I got to thinking, I could theoretically, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility, but do like between the streams kind of stuff. I wouldn't do it like I did the video that's up there right now, where I couldn't talk while I was working on stuff because I didn't have a voice, or if I did, it was really like gravelly and raspy and just terrible. But I could talk during those and edit them. You know, during the voiceover, I still remember one where they were watching an angel through a camera and it came through the screen. Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. That one, it had the 11th Doctor, Amy Pond, and River. And they had crashed on the planet. It was the crash of the Byzantine. Time of Angels. Thank you, Anna Jane. Time of Angels. There you go. Yeah, that one creeped me out too. Even as more than Blink did. Blink was our introduction to him, and that was creepy enough as it was. But a whole army of weeping angels, jeez. And getting closer to the screen too. It's like it's slowly turning and turning and turning. Yeah, that was definitely a creepy episode. But with the between the streams, doing the voiceover work, I didn't particularly care for that. Kind of a pain in the butt, actually. But if I turn on the camera, record, and do like I'm doing now, Blink was intense. Yes, it was. Well, it was our first time meeting Weeping Angels, so it was introducing something new. It's like the first time we met the Daleks, which was way before your time. It's actually before my time, really, because I didn't discover Doctor Who until the 70s. And Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor, that was my doctor. But yeah, I just turn on the camera and record and, talk about what I'm doing like I'm doing here. And then just edit it together and throw it up on YouTube. I think that might be a good idea. So that way I can still work on hobby stuff without having to tie it down to a live stream necessarily. If it's only going to be 15, 30 minutes, anything less than an hour, really, I might do that. So something I'm thinking about. I didn't thin this paint down too much because I did want this to go in a little thick to try and cover everything. I know the back of the door is going to be hidden. I know nobody's going to see it, but it's the completionist in me. I gotta paint it. And so yeah, I've been looking at a lot of images of Weeping Angels to figure out the color scheme, the paint scheme for them. And at first I thought they were just kind of a cement color, just kind of a grayish with like splatter. They're more of a marble, actually. They have like marble lines on them. So that might be a bit more challenging, especially with like these really tiny ones. I don't know. I'll have to Think about it. The first core memory of the Daleks for me was when Clara was stuck in one. Yeah, that was 11th Doctor as well. That was. Oh man, I'm getting old. I can't remember stuff. It's the Dalek Prison. I know that. Dalek Prison Planet. It was Oswin was actually her name. Oswin Osgood. In that episode. Not Clara yet. But that was a kind of a creepy one too, where she's a Dalek, but she doesn't realize it. Oh, sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. I mean, come on. If you're a Doctor Who fan, you probably have seen it, so. I think one of my favorite Dalek ones was man, I am having trouble remembering names of episodes. This is terrible. 10th Doctor with Rose, where the Daleks are invading from the void, and then the Cybermen are showing up as well. Accidentally got out of Twitch, so I didn't hear what episode you said. The ones where the Daleks and the Cybermen meet up. 10th Doctor with Rose. Oh, jeez. The Daleks are coming in from the void. The Cybermen are trying to take over. And the Daleks are in the Time Lord containment thing where they all come out. And the Daleks and the Cybermen are facing off, and they're like, identify yourself, identify yourself, identify yourself. I mean, just back and forth, back and forth. Oh, wait, yes, yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. And they're saying that the Cybermen are like, you would take out 1,000,000 Cybermen with just 4 Daleks. No, we would take out Cybermen with just 1 Dalek. Daleks are like, the Cybermen are superior to Daleks only one way. They are better at dying. That's probably the funniest thing a Dalek has ever said. Probably the only funny thing a Dalek has ever said, really. See, I grew up with Daleks and Cybermen, and they were kind of scary to me when I was a kid. Especially like during the 4th Doctor years. Genesis of the Daleks. See, I remember that episode where you get to see what the Dalek looks like outside of the case. That was creepy. When Davros was creating the Daleks with the Khaled race. I am such a geek. I grew up with weeping angels and adipose. Oh, the adipose. They were not monsters. They were just poor little children. It was the matron who was the villain. She was a bad, bad woman. Okay, I'm going to let that sit and dry for just a bit. So, for the Weeping Angel, since I need a kind of concrete color, sort of, I do have this concrete from Woodland Scenics. I don't know if that's dark enough. Let's try it. Let's do some experimentation here and see what we get. Come on. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was all dried up on me here. Okay, and let's thin it down. Where'd you get that? Get what? The Woodland Scenics concrete? Is that what you're asking about there, Anna Jane? I got that at Hobbytown. $7.99 is what I paid for it. Yeah, the Hobbytown here in town where I live. Yeah. Oops. Hold on, yeah, I gotta check something. Okay, my music's playing. Okay. Here we go. Okay, there, yeah. Alright, so let's... Ooh, no, that's going to be way too light. That is not grayish enough. I want to grab some because I've been wanting to paint with concrete or stone colors that are already pre-mixed. And, yeah, I mean, this is... Well, that's... where's my little jail thing? Here it is. Be right back. So like this dice gel that I was working on, that's what this top is just the concrete border. That's all that is. You can dirty that up a little bit so that it's not so pristine and clean. But yeah, they have all kinds of colors like that. Woodland Scenics has a wide range. They're not the cheapest of products, but like I bought this like 2-3 years ago, and it's still pretty much full. I hardly ever use it for anything. I mean, I've used it on things, but yeah, it'll last you a while. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and coat this with the concrete color. I did thin it down quite a bit because I wanted some of the gray to show through, but let's see what we get here. I do have a couple of practice ones, and then I've got my one that's actually going to go on the pedestal, so I can do some experimenting. I saw they have stone spray paint, so it'd be easier to spray something than doing splatter paint to make the effect. Not the brand, but in the art community or whatever. Yeah, oh yeah. There's all kinds of stuff that you can get to achieve effects that you're going for. Okay. So there's the concrete color, and that I'm thinking that is just too white, too light of a color, and it needs to be grayer, a little bit darker. So let's do this. I need one of my other holders. I need to get some more holders. I'm running out of stuff. I'm doing too many things at once. Darn it. Here we go. Oh, great. I just broke that. That's fantastic. That's okay. I can blow it back. All right. Here's this one. This is a good practice one here. And that's the thing. These are 3D prints. They were on Thingiverse, so they're free, so I can keep them, use them for myself. So if it's not working out, I can always print out some more. So that's one nice thing about having a 3D printer is you can just print out minis like this as much as you want. So I'm going to try... Where is... Not that... There it is. This is Rainy Gray from Reaper. It's kind of a light gray. Excuse me. So let's try that. Let's see what we get. I really need to clean out my palette more often. This is terrible. Okay. And then we'll thin that down a little bit. Okay, this is kind of a lighter gray. So let's see what we get here with the dark gray primer. Okay, this might work. And again, I thinned it down pretty thin so the primer will show through. Stop being so hard on yourself. I'm not being hard on myself necessarily. And funny, I say that to you a lot too, so I get the irony of the statement, yes. Well, it's just experimenting, seeing what works and what doesn't, what I like and what I don't. Okay, this might actually be a little bit better. The thin light gray over the dark gray. This might actually be good. I'm kind of liking this. Hold on, let me. Yeah. yeah, she says. Oh, hey, okay, so I don't know if you can see this. Because I don't have autofocus on my camera. Hold on a second, please. One moment, please. Toothbrush in my mouth. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can focus this in. Here, let's see if I can get that. Okay. I have to do manual focus. So it's kind of streaking a little bit. And I'm liking that effect. I'm liking that streaking effect. Because it kind of gives it that stone marble-ish kind of look. It's pooling a bit. Ah! I'm kidding. They do have weeping angels that have like their horror face on. I could bring those up and paint those. I wouldn't do that. Or would I? So yeah, doing this, it's kind of giving it a streaking effect. Oh my gosh, stop. I am kind of liking it. So, okay, I'm going to go back down here, zoom back, focus. Focus. You. Yeah, see, if I do autofocus, it won't focus. How terrible. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. The pedestal I want to leave kind of a light gray as well. I honestly don't know why people need to rev their engines like that. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but no need to do that at all. Let's see, I need some more blue tack. Where's my... I guess I'm out of holders. Jeez. $19 messages. Okay, I gotta find a way to turn that off. That's annoying. That is incredibly annoying. Sorry, hold on here for a second. Okay, here we go. Just because you send a lot of messages doesn't mean it should be kicking you out. You're not even spamming caps at all. So I am going to go in here. If this will load. Sorry, technical issues. Need to address it. I know. Boring stream. Sorry. I want people to be able to talk without fear of getting kicked out. So let's turn off that. I was kind of spamming caps. Well, I mean, I can understand, like, big streamers, really popular streamers with, like, thousands and thousands of, like, subscribers. Okay, but they also probably have mods. Sorry, I wasn't here to throw comments in. I had a phone call. No worries. I went into my dashboard and I turned off the caps protection, the paragraph protection, which prevents viewers from sending overly lengthy messages. I turned that off last time because Duende got hit with that one. I'm going to turn that off too. Yeah, let's... we'll restrict the words, so, watch the bad language and all of that. This is a place where we don't discuss politics or religion, and everyone is welcome. It's a safe space, so... And turn off the emote protection. If you're using too many emotes, it'll kick you. All right, let's try that. I mean, come on. Is there a save button? It should be what it should be now. Okay. I'm over-explanatory. And that's fine. No worries. Maybe test it. By all means, go right ahead and test it. I mean, the worst it's going to do is delete your messages and lock you out for 30 seconds. But, hello. I'm capping. Cappity cap. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer. I'm not screaming. This is just the tone of my voice. Is that what it is? This is just the sound of my voice. Yep. Oh yeah, I was looking for blue tack before people started getting all kicked out of my chat. It's like I said, I'm still trying to figure some of this stuff out. Okay, blue tack. So I'll get some blue tack on my holder here. And yeah, I just use things like these wood flower pots, these wood spindles, overly large corks. So, okay, maybe with the caps and the paragraphs and everything turned off, you're not going to get kicked. I really hope you don't. That is so annoying, especially when I'm not, like, looking at the screen and I look up and I see messages have been deleted. It's like, oh, what did you just say? I missed it because CloudBot got overly restrictive. I'm not loud, I just type this way. Yeah, I definitely need to tinker with it a bit more. Oh, excuse me, I got a coffee. Naughty things. Are you saying naughty things, or are you trying to say bad things and it's coming up as naughty things? Or are you saying that the mods are naughty things? If so, I agree with you. They seem to be a bit heavy-handed. I know Elden Tux uses something, like I think it's called Firebot, but I think you have to pay for that. You said, what did you say to the messages being deleted? And I said naughty things. Oh, yep. Yeah, I left the naughty things filter on, so you can't say bad things. It will kick you out. In slightly related news with streaming, I am on vacation next week. I have the whole week off. As a matter of fact, starting Friday evening, and it better be Friday at 5 when I leave work, I am on vacation for 10 straight days. And man, do I need it. I am like getting kind of to the point of being burned out. Hey! So if I get over-explaining and I need to write everything in minute detail and say everything in my mind, this will actually allow me to have long-winded, verbose explanations. Yes, Duende, it will. I'm going to be over every day. Well, I was thinking about streaming every day. Not like all-day streams. I mean, I know there's people out there that stream like 8 hours a day. I mean, come on. But yes, Duende, if you do happen to get long-winded, you should be okay. Because your paragraph there is just fine. I was thinking about maybe streaming for a couple hours a day, just to get it in there. Maybe pick up a few followers here and there. One thing I was thinking about is I haven't played the video game Portal in years. And I was thinking about playing. I can get through it in probably like 2 hours. Woo, vacation, going somewhere exciting. 8 to 10 hours a day, every day I've seen them. No, not really going anywhere exciting. I was hoping to be like going on vacation and stuff like that, and then my daughter went and got engaged. So congratulations to her and her boyfriend, now fiance. And so they are going to be getting married next year. So I need to start saving money now so that they can have a wedding. I love my daughter. She tests my patience sometimes, but... so no, I'm just going to be sticking around the house, probably working on some projects. I do have a couple projects in mind. That's where I was thinking about streaming every day. A couple projects in mind that I want to work on, that I've had the idea to do for a while. I just haven't actually done them. So, yeah, I might work on those. Who? Me? Congratulations to her. Yes, congratulations to her. And, I mean, he's a decent guy. That's the thing. Her mom and I like him. He's a good man. He's a good dad to their son, little E. So yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fine. But yeah, I need to start saving up for the pending nuptials now. I'm actually going to base coat this in brown. Since I'm going to use brass, I want to use a brown base coat for it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some paint on this now. But yeah, like I said, I haven't played Portal in years. And I don't plan on like speed running it or anything like that, but I can do it in like a couple of hours. So I might actually stream a video game. I don't know. I know there's other hobbyists and crafters out there that will take a break from their usual crafting and hobbies and things like that, and their art and stuff, to do play video games. So I'll have to look at setting that up. I have to do it from my PC, not my laptop here, like I'm using for my hobby area, but I might do that one day. I don't know. Wait a minute. Is Anna Jane? Yeah, she is. Yeah, Anna Jane is her great-grandmother's nickname for her. Yes, hello, it is me. It is I, Shrek. Funny, you don't look like Shrek, you look like Prince Charming. Liar! You sit on a throne of lies. So yes, Anna Jane is my daughter, yes. Well, that's interesting. I must have missed a few spots. Oh, we've met Anna Jane, but it was many years ago. Well, I'm sure she remembers you. I mean, yeah, it was several years ago, but... let's see here. I need this brush. There we go. I am going to, with this one that I did the concrete, I'm going to go over it with the really thin rainy gray just to see what we get. Ooh, that's an interesting effect. That's almost what I'm looking for. Yeah, maybe. I'm old, barely remember people I met yesterday. Yeah, I'm getting that way too. It's getting old kind of sucks. I'm still lucky. I don't have a whole lot of health problems. There's some labyrinthitis in my ears. So I tend to get vertigo pretty easily, which sucks. But I don't need glasses. I don't need hearing aids. Knock on wood. Come in. I'm kidding. Yeah, I mean, my overall health is fairly good. My blood pressure's normal and my cholesterol's good and all that jazz. So, yeah, it could be much, much worse for someone my age, which is going to roll over here in a few days. So, yeah. Okay, that's actually... this is darker than that. Oh, I got the plantar fasciitis, yay. My mom does too. But you wear glasses. I don't wear glasses. I wear glasses to paint because I'm looking at little tiny things, yes. They're reading glasses that you buy off the shelf. They're not prescription. Yeah, plantar fasciitis, that sucks. That can really mess up your walking and everything. I'm going to let that dry. This is kind of that dark gray with the light gray over it. I don't know. I'm going to see what happens with that. I've seen you wear glasses. Yes, I'm wearing them now. I told you. I have. See? I had glasses many, many, many years ago. They're reading glasses. I had some corrective lenses many, many years ago, but they corrected my vision, so I'm okay now. Sorry. Getting a sip of tea here. Time for everybody to hydrate. I need to get one of those hydrate command things. Speaking of which, let me see if this should work. There we go. So a shout out to Anna Jane. She is also a streamer. She does traditional, quote unquote, traditional art on canvas, painting on canvas. They're better than the Coke bottle bottoms I'm stuck with. Yeah, I have friends that. You're welcome for the shout out, Anna Jane. Absolutely. Yeah, I have friends that have that same the Coke bottle bottom for glasses. It's like, how can you see without your glasses? They're so thick. But yeah, Anna Jane, what is your regular? Do you have your streaming schedule set up yet, or is it still whenever you find the time? Because she does have a baby and having fun being a mom, so all the challenges that come with that, and all the fun stuff too. She's discovering all of the fun adventures of being a parent, which, yeah, been there, done that. I don't have a schedule. It's whenever right now. Yeah. So pop over to her channel and give her a follow. So that way you can find out when she's streaming. Okay. Oops. Nope. Don't get your fingers all over it, you dink. There we go. Okay. So that's progressing along. Yeah, you can. I don't know if you can see this on camera very well. One side's lighter than the other because of the base plaster I was using in it. Ah, baby days, making you realize how precious sleep is. No kidding. Oh, man. And I've got to watch my grandson a couple of times, and yeah, he can be a bit restless at night. I don't know what sleep is anymore. Yeah, you nap when you can, because they will keep you going, especially once they start crawling, walking, talking back, getting sassy, asking for money. You know, all that fun parent stuff. I'm joking. I have a wonderful daughter. I never did that. You never did what? Talk back? Ask for money? You've done that this year. One of my favorite things, and of course there is the whole parental revenge thing, that, you know, what your kids did to you, your kids, your children's children will put them through. So like now I buy my daughter pointy things for her birthday. But I can remember many times my daughter coming up to me the night before saying, "Oh yeah, I have this school project that needs to be there tomorrow. I got her a cool machete for Easter." Oh, sweet. Gotta love a good machete. Tell me you had Danny Trejo sign it. Oh, that would be so awesome. If not, that's cool, but she wanted a machete for Easter. It's an unusual gift. Okay, I'm going to I kind of like how this one's turning out, so I'm going to paint this smaller one in the same style, where I do a base of the concrete first, and then I'll go back over with the light gray and see how it looks at this scale. She likes things with sharp edges. I chose the machete over the finger blades. Good call. Good call. Good parenting there. Yeah, good parenting tip. Go with the machete over the finger blades. Jeez. So the choice was between her being Jason or being Freddy, huh? Okay. And I'm purposely trying to streak this a little bit. I think that kind of gives it that marble-ish effect at this scale, sort of? I don't know. Maybe it's just me seeing it, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let that one sit and see what happens once it dries. And back to this brush. I'm gonna go over this one with another coat of the light gray. Well, you 3D printed that Hollow Knight figure that I painted for her. Yes. I remember that. And again, sorry that first print. I missed that first print. The arm. Jeez, that just bothered me so much. I love it when my paint bottles are sitting here going toot toot toot. We're going to be the Scooby-Doo gang for Halloween. 3 of you are going to be the Scooby-Doo gang? So who's going to be who? I imagine Luke's going to be Shaggy. Or L is going to be Shaggy. Sorry, no names. No names. It must be secret. Little E is going to be what? Scooby? That would make you Velma or Daphne? Or are you going to be Fred? I'm Velma, L is Shaggy, and Ellie is Scooby. Okay, I called it. Well, that'll be cool. That'll be fun. I wonder if I can post a link in here. Yeah, you should be able to. Go ahead and give it a try. Because, oh, there we go. I'm going to click on said link. Let's close that. Yeah, that turned out fantastic. That Hollow Knight. You did a really good job on that. I need to figure out how I can share that out. I know Elvin Tux does that all the time. I think he has 2 monitors, though. You're very welcome. Well, if you can see the link, go click on it. I will figure out how to, for like the next stream, figure out how I can share the screen so that you can see what I'm seeing. You do screen share. Well, yeah, obviously you do screen share. What, is there a setting somewhere? I'm new to this stuff, remember? I'm a rookie. Is there a source that I need? There's a screen capture. Display capture. Scene. In Streamlabs, right. There's screen capture. Right, that's where I'm at. Screen capture. You can go to your chat. My daughter is telling me how to do this. This is fantastic. Screen capture. I'm going to do the photo. Add source. Screen capture. Done. Okay, do you see this? Do you see the photo? I really hope you see the photo. Yes, okay, cool, cool. So if I do this, and I go here, oh yeah, that cape turned out fantastic. So you should see the back of the Hollow Knight, the cape and everything. That's just really, really good. That is amazing. And then we should be back to desktop. Hey, that's awesome. I learned a thing. Yes, I can be taught. It's slow and painful sometimes, but I can be taught. But yeah, that turned out really, really good. Did she like it? Was she happy with it? The grasshopper teaches the master. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. I don't know if I would say that I'm a master, but I mean, you'd think somebody that works in IT would actually have a better idea of these things. But, you know, it's all part of the learning process and figuring things out. We learn by doing. Yep, she liked it. When she opened the box, she said, "My boy." Well, that's cool. That is very cool. Okay, so those are coming along. This has 2 coats of the light gray over the concrete. And this is just the gray. Oh, I'm kind of liking this. Do I keep missing that spot? Jeez Louise. There we go. I'm going to cover that up. That one spot on the wing there. All right, let's let that set for a minute. My boy is Steve Harrington and Eddie Munson. Yes, we know. That's Stranger Things. It's latest season. That's all I heard about was Eddie this and Eddie that, and Steve this and Steve that. And good Lord. Don't get me wrong. I like Stranger Things. Good show. Very good show. Very happy with it. But he's not coming back as Kaz. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. Just putting another coat of brown on here to make sure that there's nice even coverage. I love them. Yes, I know. The kind of sad thing is this Writers Guild strike that's going on right now has pushed Stranger Things Season 5 even further back. So it will be delayed, unfortunately. Because they were still in the process of working on... Yes, he is. She is absolutely convinced that Eddie is going to come back as Kaz, as Vecna's right hand, the undead. I don't think so. It's too obvious. There's just no way. I mean, Stranger Things does not do the obvious thing. Well, I mean, they have a couple of times, but they play with expectations a lot. So everybody's expecting him to come back as Kaz, and he won't. You know, sorry. It's just link to pic of the machete and my cat who wants to play with it. Oh, this ought to be good. So let me get this open. Get that link open. Oh, that is a wicked looking... let's get this source here. That is a wicked looking machete. Wow. Very cool. I think 8 is going to come back to fight 1. Could be. Could very well be. So is that machete from anything in... All I see is kitty kitty. You didn't see the big machete in the picture? Is that from anything in particular, or is it just a machete? Site called Medieval Collectibles. Interesting. Kitty, kitty. Yes, there was a cat in the picture. We saw that. I was thinking there was something else I needed to work on. Oh, there's one thing I do need to do. With the tower, let me roll over here and grab this really quick. I'll be right back. Because this is going to be the base. Yeah, let's make that the base. That's fine. Because that'll be covered up. He is the fuzzbutt. Cool. So, on this base, pull this in here so you can see. I don't want a whole lot of space around it. It's kind of hard to see from that angle. A little bit of space on each side, a little bit on the back, a bit more in the front because I want to put like a little path here, I think. So I am going to mark this out so that I know where my tower sits. Oops, bumping the camera. Okay. And see if I can do this. This is a fun trick. There we go. So yeah, you put the pencil, put your finger up against the edge, put your pencil where you want the line to be, hold it, and then just pull. It should give you a relatively straight line. It doesn't have to be perfect, not for this anyway. So yeah, so I'll start putting in some terrain around here. Some dirt, some grass. Once I put the building on there, then I'll put in like some bushes and things like that. But wanted to get that marked to get that kind of started. Sort of. Oh yeah, I wanted to try a paint of the rainy gray over this. On this scale, this is the smaller one. So does she have like a growing sword and dagger collection, or is that just is the machete the first piece? Because I know when I was younger, I had quite the knife collection, including a double-bladed dagger, just because I thought it looked cool. Highly impractical, but it looked cool. She has others, but she keeps them at her dad's house. Cool. Yeah, I think that's working pretty well. I think this still needs to be a little bit lighter, though. This gray here needs to be a little bit lighter. Maybe I'll keep... Ooh, I know what I can try. I do have one more practice piece here. How old is she now? Are you sure you want to hear that answer? Well, I mean, you're, of an age, so you got to figure she's going to be close. I know how old, but I'll let Duende tell you. If she so chooses. Oh yeah, I'm going to mix some concrete and some light gray in one color instead of doing a coating of each. So I'm doing like a 1-to-1 ratio of this. With her birthday next month, yes. Yep. She's what? Yep. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit more gray, I think. There we go. Yes, Anna Jane is surprised that people age. Makes her feel old, I think. Oh my, I'm old. Yeah, like I was just saying, makes you feel old. You're not old. Not yet. Oh, I need to thin this down a little bit. She's in her last year of college now, which is doing an internship. That is very cool. So this is a mixture 1-to-1 of the concrete and, or sorry, 1-to-2. 1 concrete, 2 rainy gray. So let's see how this turns out. I don't know if that's going to be just as light. Well, we'll see once it dries over the dark gray primer. Maybe I should have gone with a lighter primer, like a light gray. Might have been a little bit better, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, weeping angels, why must you be so difficult? She still hasn't gotten her driver's license yet, though. Really? Holy smokes, as soon as Anna Jane could qualify for her learner's permit, she was like going out there and getting it. Which was kind of funny because she was so nervous about taking the test and everything. And she did fine. I think you're okay. Alright, I'm going to let that dry and see how that looks once it's all done. Now, usually kids can't wait to get their driver's license. It gives them a sense of independence or whatever. I was the best parallel parker in my driver's license class. You were. That is true. You were one of the few that could actually pull it off. Successfully, I might add. I know some of them are really struggling with it, from what I was told. Which is crazy because I suck at it now. You know, your driving is not what I taught you. You used to drive really, really well. Sort of. You kept stopping in the middle of intersections. That I never understood. Just turn. Just turn the corner. Don't stop. Just go. Just drive. Why are you stopping in the middle of an intersection when you're turning? I don't get it. That, or you wouldn't go if there was a car within like half a mile of the intersection. It's like, you've got plenty of time. Go. Now, you're pulling out when there's like 100 feet. Jeez. Driving like a crazy person. But I guess you just got more comfortable with driving, so it's fine. It's fine, she says. Oi. Anyhow. Here's another sort of mini I recently painted. So are you getting back into painting minis or trying to break through? I know we talked last time that you were kind of struggling with it, I think, and you're trying to get back into it. Take a look here just as soon as I get this coated here. There we go. Okay. Leave stuff in camera so you're not just looking at a plain old cutting mat. All right. Oh, wow. Trying to get back into it, finding motivation is the hardest part. It is, and something that I was struggling with for a while. I'm going to bring up that photo here in just a second. What kind of helped me was like following Eldon on Twitch, Eldon Tux on Twitch. So I'd turn on his stream. He streams for like 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and then I'd have him in the background. So this is one that Duende was worked on, and holy smokes, that is fantastic. How big is he? How big is that miniature? But yeah, with Eldon Tux, having him on everything, listening to him, I started getting back into the hobby, started doing more stuff. So it was a good thing for me. Yeah, that's really good. I like that. Very cool. I'm sure that's coming through the speakers. I'll find out later. Might need to silence my warnings so they're not popping through the stream. Again, trying to learn, trying to figure things out. All right, let's give this side another coat. Well, we're coming up on about 10 till 7. I was planning on streaming until 7. Or at least that's what I schedule myself. I know last week I didn't make it to that because I was not feeling very good. I'm actually feeling okay now. My voice is starting to give out a little bit. He's about 5 3/4 inches to the tip of the top branch. So he's a big one. He's a bigature. Excuse me. No, you did fantastic work on that. That is so cool. Really love that color scheme. But yeah, my voice is starting to give out just a little bit. So yeah, I will probably go ahead and wrap up at around 7 here. So I will take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who stopped by tonight. And if you're watching on video on demand or on YouTube, hey, thank you for checking it out at a later time, firing it up. I appreciate that as well. Warm-up piece. Figured a treant would allow a lot of room for error. Yeah, it would definitely do that, especially that size, at that scale. So. For a warm-up piece, you did really, really well. I'm going to head out. I'm going to go over to May's for a bit. It was a good stream. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for stopping in as well. Say hi to May for me, please. May, my. My other daughter, yes. Yeah, anyway, I think I was going to say something. I am planning on streaming on Sunday, 11 to 1. Again, I am going to be on vacation starting Saturday. I might stream on Saturday. We'll do See You Saturday. Love you. Love you too. Oh, yeah, I won't be streaming on Saturday because Saturday I'm going on a little bit of a road trip. I'm going to go see my daughter and grandson and my daughter's boyfriend, and we have to look at wedding venues. And try to get them booked because they want to get married in June of next year. So that means we need to book things now. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So I won't be streaming on Saturday, but I will plan on streaming on Sunday. It will probably be more of the tower accessories. I'm liking how this is turning out with this concrete base over the dark gray primer with light gray on top of it. Although this is starting to turn out okay. This is getting a little bit lighter too. I'm going to wait and see. I might print out. I have to go too. Have fun wedding planning. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good evening. And hopefully we'll see you on the next stream. But yeah, this one is the combination of concrete and light gray. So I might print out another one at this scale and see how that looks being painted like that. I might do that. It only takes about a few hours to print them out, so it's not a big deal. So I think I'm going to stop there. Like I said, my voice is starting to kind of give out. Let me grab some tea here really quick. Grab a drink of tea. Ah, there we go. Hydrate, everyone. Hydrate. Let's see. I'm going to throw this out here really quick for anybody that's still here. There's my socials, which apparently isn't working. Or did I call it social? There we go. Social, not socials. You can follow Hinton's Hobbies on Facebook. It's called Hinton's Hobbies, obviously. And then my YouTube channel, which is also at Hinton's Hobbies. If you want to go by and check that out. Past streams and, like I said, between the streams, I'll be throwing on there as well. I'll start working on those. So that way I can work on things without having to live stream all the time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I'm at a really good stopping point. These things are turning out fairly well. I'll leave these for the next stream. I won't work on these between the streams. I'll work on these on Sunday. Like I said, I'll probably print out, I don't want to use my good one, my quote-unquote good one that I'll be using for the actual tower on the pedestal. Yeah. So I might print out another one or two of those just to have them to practice with and see how things turn out. So thank you for stopping by, checking out Hinton's Hobbies. I really appreciate it. You all have a good evening and be well, my friends. Have a good night.